Arc Raiders and God, welcome to a video about Jesus, primarily about the Christian faith and this game, Arc Raiders. This is made for people who are interested in faith. You don't have to call yourself a Christian or even religious to maybe get something that's interesting from this video. You can also talk about atheism or whatever religion or philosophy you would like. That is one of the great things of being able to create stuff. I'm going to read from Ephesians chapter 6 verse 11. This is quite an interesting picture of fighting against spiritual forces. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his might. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the schemes of the devil. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers, over this present darkness, against spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. I'm going to comment on some of the footage that I've played here. So I tried out the voice chat and the AI changed my voice to make it a little bit different. And it would be fine if the person who I was talking to could see that. I don't think the people had mics around me. I may change the setting on my game so I'm around people that more likely have mics, maybe on the PC. I might be wrong there. And the next video I'm hoping to do is filming. So I haven't found the binoculars yet in the game. I would like to find them so I can kind of make more of the long distance filming shots, and we'll see how that goes. I grew up playing Super Nintendo, then moved to Windows gaming, and had many years of never really playing any games. And this one, it's actually opened up a social aspect and a cinematic kind of recording aspect. There's so much scenery and sound that I think is just like watching your favorite Netflix show. You can see my second game here and it's part of my first one. Another fun aspect of this game is, of course, the interaction with other humans. And if you're seeing me in Arc Raiders, please say hello. I'm putting my username there. When we talk about the armor of God, it is for fighting against spiritual forces, not against other humans. That is quite relevant because it's a dialogue and a debate that happens in-game. If you're at all interested in Arc Raiders, part of the controversy of this game is it right to attack another player? What I enjoy most is being part of this whole scene, this scenery, this story. Therefore take up the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand the evil day, and having done all, to stand firm. Then we go into different items that we could think about. Stand therefore, having fastened on the belt of truth, and having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and as shoes for your feet, having put on the readiness given by the gospel of grace. In all circumstances take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming darts of the evil one, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit. It goes on, and I will finish reading part of that. I hope that this is painting a picture as you immerse yourself in this game, as you find friends and foes, as you go along in life. You know that your battle is not against other people, it's against spiritual forces, and there are certain tools that we can carry along. I think it's part of the battle that we're in, and it's quite humbling to realize how much protection, shield, sword, truth, and a belt, that shield of faith. It's interesting, the shield of faith is to shield yourself from harm. There is a sword to attack, and it's the sword of the Spirit, and it goes on to say, which is the word of God. So there's a connection there between the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, praying at all times in the Spirit with all prayer and supplication. I am an ambassador, and yet he's in chains. The circumstances around him aren't good. He's in prison. He doesn't have freedom. He doesn't have the freedom like you and I at the moment. And he's asking that he may declare boldly as he ought to speak. I think there's something that we can apply here in general to life. It's important to check in and make sure others are going okay. We show our love by that connection, that relationship, even if it's from afar, like Paul has here in the letters. And I hope this video has been at least interesting for you. Thanks.